Thank you. Good morning. I'm glad the weather was cooperating with us to make this seem real today. So I want to thank CPS Energy's employees for their efforts to prepare for this upcoming winter. Last month, the leadership team presented their weatherization efforts to the board, and the board has confidence in their ability to offer reliable, resilient service to our customers. CPS Energy will do its part, but I'd like to remind the community of the importance of energy conservation, which helps keep customer bills affordable. I also encourage the community to learn about our Sustainable Tomorrow Energy Plan, or STEP, our energy conservation programs including HVAC tune-ups, home energy assessments, and rebates, which can help in preparation for winter. We encourage both residential and commercial customers to enroll in our winter demand response programs, which provide rebates and financial incentives to those who can serve. And as always, if you are a customer needing assistance with your bill, please call 210-353-2222 to speak to a representative. I will now present our President and CEO, Rudy Garza. Thank you.
Well, good morning, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Dr. Romero, for supporting CPS Energy by being here today and for all the work that our board does to support the work of our employees in this community. We're here today to let our community know that we have completed the necessary maintenance and planning to deliver reliable service to our customers this winter season. The maintenance of our plants is on schedule, and our plants and crews are fully prepared. Before I go on, I want to bring up some members of our crews who work tirelessly to plan our maintenance outages accordingly and winterize our plants so that we're ready for the season. Thank you for the work you do behind the scenes to make sure that we are ready to serve our community as we do season in and season out. So gentlemen, come on up and join me here at the podium. It's always the employees of CPS Energy that are getting our work done, and I really appreciate all the work that all of our employees do, and our footprint has grown. It's not just the employees here in San Antonio, but it's employees of CPS Energy down in Corpus Christi, for plants we own down there, down in Laredo, and then we've acquired some new assets over in the Houston area, and so our partners that manage those assets for us all have to do the same work to ensure that all of our resources are ready for seasons like this. Right before Thanksgiving, we submitted attestations to the Public Utility Commission of Texas and the Railroad Commission of our readiness efforts and compliance for this upcoming winter season. As part of our board-approved and community-led Vision 2027 generation plan, which is this year we have over 11,000 megawatts of generation capacity available to serve our community and then to provide reliability for the entire state of Texas. And I want to thank all of our employees who have worked on these opportunities over the last couple of years to really grow and prepare our community for the needs to come. We also, as I mentioned, acquired 4 plants down in Southeast Texas that added another 1,600 megawatts this year. So we've really been proactive about the work we've done to execute to our Vision 2027 strategy. We've also installed more reclosures operating across our system for this winter season. These smart switches quickly isolate and restore power during outages caused by extreme weather. Reclosures on our distribution system are really what make our system more resilient. Resiliency is our ability to recover from a major event, and we have put in the work across our system to make sure that our system is as resilient as it can possibly be. Beyond securing more energy and installing more smart technology, we continue efforts to support tree trimming as well. During freezing rain, trees touching lines are one of the most common causes of outages as those trees weigh down, whether it's rain or ice. Those trees will come into contact with lines and cause us trouble. So for this reason, we use more drone technology today than we ever have to ensure that we're monitoring and identifying areas where tree trimming is necessary. This year alone, we're on track to inspect and trim almost 1,000 miles of vegetation encroaching into our infrastructure across the entire system. Given that this winter will also have a risk of wildfires, there's always wildfire risk when winds pick up, primarily in our northwest area of our service territory. We've done some training exercises with Bear County Office of Emergency Management to ensure that our processes are adequate to respond accordingly. We also conduct extreme weather and load shedding drills with ERCOT to ensure that if the need arises to shed load, which is what happened back during Winter Storm Uri, that our system is prepared to handle whatever it is that ERCOT needs from us to ensure reliability across the state. Regarding our gas supply, there's a sufficient supply of gas at delivery points across our city and our power plants. We've done a lot of work over the last 5 years to reinforce the gas supply coming from every major hub across Texas. Companies like Howard Energy that are helping us, with how we move gas across and around San Antonio. We found new partnerships to help ensure that our gas supply is as robust as it needs to be to serve a growing San Antonio. So in closing, we want our community to know that we've done the necessary work to provide service to our community as we head into the winter season. I want to thank our leaders that I have here today, as well as our employees behind me and those that can't be represented here, who work hard to make sure we're ready to serve our community during the winter months. We have done our job. We're ready to go. I hope that the media and the community feels like these seasonal prep sessions are becoming more routine, which is exactly how we want the community to feel. We are ready for anything that Mother Nature has to throw at us this winter, but I'm proud of the fact that it's been quite some time since we've had a winter or summer event that has impacted our customers, and we hope to keep it that way this winter season. So with that, I am going to turn it over to our main man, our meteorologist, who's one of the best in the business, Brian Alonso, who will walk you through what he sees coming this winter season. And team, thank you for being here. I'm very proud of the work that y'all have done, so appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you, Rudy. Good morning, everybody. Of course, today is the first day of meteorological winter, since it is December 1st, and of course we're already dealing with some cold temperatures across our area, of course by South Texas standards. So as we go through, just even talking about just this week here, looks like we'll probably get another reinforcing shot of some colder air as we head in towards the Thursday time frame, where temperatures aren't going to fluctuate all that much. Seeing about a 5-degree difference as far as when low temperature to high temperatures. Looking at Thursday morning starting off right around 49 with a high temperature right around 54. So it's going to be cloudy, windy. So also it's going to be kind of one of these raw days here. So yeah, for us, winter pretty much is already here for us. But as we look at our forecast as we go through the next 3 months here, we are already in a La Nina type pattern. Well, what is exactly La Nina? Well, La Nina is the cooling of the waters in the equatorial Pacific, and that affects how the jet stream reacts. The jet stream, pretty much during the winter months for us, stays too far to the north in the northern plains and along near Canada. So what happens is that's where storm systems travel, and that's where most of those storm systems stay. So we kind of miss out on a lot of that active weather, and as well as the cold air. However, there are times when that jet stream kind of breaks apart and kind of sends a little bit of some cold air down to South Texas, and that's what we've been experiencing as of late here. So as we look at what's going to be happening as we go through the next 3 months, right now we're looking at precipitation that's going to be below average here across our area, and temperatures are expected to stay slightly above average. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, Brian, it's cold outside. What are you talking about above average temperatures? Well, we're going to go through some periods of some warmth here, so that's what we're going to be expecting here. But as far as temperatures, what I'm looking at is we head in towards January and or February. There could be some pieces of some Arctic air that could break off and move into Texas. So that something I'm going to keep a very close eye on, especially as we get into those months that we really have to watch out for, because some forecasts do call for some below average temperatures. And back to the precipitation here, as Rudy was just mentioning, if we really don't see rain with regularity or good rainfall across the area because of the ongoing drought, the wildfire threat will remain high here. So if we were to get fronts that come in and they're dry fronts, all they do is just increase the wind and lower the relative humidity, you're going to start to see more red flag warnings being issued by the National Weather Service. So that's something that I'm going to be watching for, especially as we go through this upcoming winter season. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Rick Arruti, our Vice President of Generation Operations.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. First, I'd like to just thank our employees here at CPS Energy. They've done a lot of great work preparing our plants for the winter run season. Without them, it doesn't happen. I'm happy to report that from a operations, maintenance, and central services perspective, we've completed all of our winter preparation activities, and our plants are ready for winter operation. We've, as we typically do, we've used the last 3 months to prepare each plant for this winter run season. This is done through inspections and work that ultimately comply with our PUC requirements, and then our ERCOT certification that's due December the 1st. Our preparation focuses on 3 things: people, process, systems, and equipment. So our people have to have what they need to be successful. We have to spend time making sure that our power plant procedures are relevant and ready for any types of events that occur during this season. And then, of course, our systems and equipment have to be ready as well. And this is where our employees and contractors and teams get together, inspect and routinely repair equipment and ensure they're ready for run. In addition, we continuously enhance our plant's readiness for winter. We do this by implementing improvements such as freeze protection upgrades on our plant systems, the use of permanent and temporary enclosures that protect the systems and equipment from winter weather effects, and other things. But the point is always enhancing, always ensuring that we're doing things to up the ante in our plant's readiness. Again, thank you to all of our employees that have helped us prepare our plants for this winter season. We're ready to go, and now I'm going to turn it over to Deanna Hardwick, our Chief Customer Strategy Officer.
Good morning. My name is Deanna Hardwick with CPS Energy, and we know that keeping warm and dealing with the cold weather can feel heavy, especially whenever you have struggles meeting or dealing with your winter bills. And the bottom line is we want the community to know that you're not alone. CPS Energy cares, and we're here to help. We do have a variety of resources here to help you manage your bill. You can call us to see what options that we have available to support you and best fit your needs. You can call us at 210-353-2222 or visit us at cpsenergy.com/assistance. We're also out in the community various times, so visit us online. You can find out where we're at, and it's not just that we're waiting for you to come to us, we're coming out to you. Also, we've launched our online assistance finder, and it's a simple online tool. People can just go on to our website, put in some information, and it'll tell you all the assistance options that we think is best for you. You can also sign up for energy alerts. If you go onto our website, log into your account, or again, call us at 210-353-2222. We can get you set up with alerts for important information. It's via text, email, or phone calls. This allows you to find out if there's weather coming your way, any emergency situations. You can also get updates about your bill or payments, that when your payments are due through these alerts. For customers who do rely on medical equipment at home, we do have a critical care program, and we invite you to visit us online at cpsenergy.com/critical care or call us so that we can help add that extra layer of support for you. I also want to remind everybody that we do not disconnect accounts for non-payment during extreme weather. What that means is that if the temperature is at or below 32 degrees for a full day and the forecast stays there, your service will not be disconnected for non-payment. But still, we encourage you to call us or go online or visit us at any of our locations so we can help you find assistance for whenever we are resuming our collections activity. For those of you who are in a good position and want to help a neighbor, that's what we do here in San Antonio, you can donate to our Energy Angels program to support families who need help paying a bill. Again, you can go online to cpsenergy.com or call us and we can help connect you with a family in need. We also want to give you a heads up about a scam warning that CPS Energy will never call you demanding immediate payment or threatening disconnection. If you get a call like that, hang up and go to cpsenergy.com/scams to learn how to protect yourselves. Lastly, we know with the winter chill comes the need to use more natural gas to heat your homes. As your safety is our top priority, we ask that if you do smell gas, that you call 911 or 210-353-HELP. We want to be able to check any potential issues to protect you and our community. With that, I'll turn it over to Melissa Sorolla to talk about how all of us can conserve energy and help our community stay safe this winter.
Thank you, and thank you, everybody. You heard a lot about how we're prepared. Deanna mentioned too how we want our customers to be prepared and save money this winter season. We're in our second year of our CAM, the Chameleon Color Coded Energy Conservation Campaign. Today is a green day. So you will see in our marketing efforts in English and Spanish across the city and our website these conservation levels. So I mentioned today's a green day. If we think things are gonna get tight, if we hear from ERCOT that there's a great emergency, we will only go into orange and red if ERCOT deems that as an emergency. So please follow along us on social media, and customers can learn valuable tips on our Conserve and Save website. We're gonna get you all those websites so that you have them handy to share with our customers as well too. And with that, I'm gonna close this out. We'll be able to take a couple of questions. Melody and Miguel, if you can raise your hands, are available to do Spanish language interviews as well. So we'll take your questions now.
Change the mic real quick.
Sure.
I was just curious, back in February of '21, all the salts and water pumping stations were already freezed up. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen this winter, but how did things change since then? How much better off are we?
Well, number one, we meet regularly with SAWS to make sure that, we understand their critical operational needs from us. And so we have all their major pumping stations in San Antonio identified and protected. So they're in a much different situation now than they were back then. We are in the process for those major pumping stations for getting backup generation in place. There's 2 in place out of like 9 sites that they're going to be protecting overall, and we're making progress. The legislature a couple of sessions ago now requires them to have backup power like they do of all water systems across the state, and we're helping them, working with them in partnership to get them into compliance with that requirement. But I feel really good that our partnership with SAWS over the last 4 or 5 years now, since Winter Storm Uri, has put them in a much better position than they were in during that time.
Is a lot of the infrastructure underground for CPS, or what percentage would you say?
Well, I'll tell you, every new substation, every new subdivision that gets built is now is underground. So we were probably, 33% underground, 66% overhead. We're probably 60-40 now. So we're getting more underground infrastructure in place. And, for normal weather, underground might protect you from, an outage related to trees. But when you have an outage, in an underground system, it takes you a little longer to find it because you can't see it. So there are pros and cons of overhead versus underground infrastructure. Underground infrastructure is also more expensive. So one of the ways that we maintain affordable rates is having a balance. Not every line needs to be undergrounded, but more and more of our system is being undergrounded as we grow.
Speaking of rates, do you have any comment on the rates? There's been talk.
Yeah. Well, what we committed to, post Winter Storm Uri, we were going to have a conversation with our community about our financial health every couple of years. Because of some of the moves we've made on the generation side of the business and just normal efficiencies that we work on year in and year out, we were really supposed to be in to have a conversation about rates last year. We were able to defer that to next year, and we'll have a conversation with the board starting in February when they consider our budget next year, and we'll see whether there's a need or not in the community. But we have a pretty established process for engaging the board, council, the community in that conversation, and we'll start that process next year.
Maybe one more question, and we can do side interviews. Anyone?
Yes.
Any advice for how folks can save energy and conserve? I know it's hard, especially during the cold.
Yeah.
But any advice on kind of just the home front?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, like, yesterday was a perfect example in my household. You know, you have to pay attention to your thermostat, and we have a Nest thermostat. A good, 100,000 plus of our customers have thermostats that you can program. It's really important to make sure that you're programming your thermostat to cover the heat and the cold that you're gonna get, as Brian talked about, during the winter season. So, you know, we have kind of a floor that we have our thermostat set so that if it gets below 70, the heat will kick on, but between 70 and 77-ish, you know, then our air conditioning's not running. So, you know, or our heater for that matter. So you gotta keep it comfortable, but within limits that will help you establish you know, affordability for your own home. So you just have to pay attention to your household, your business, and how you're using energy. And to the extent you can use the tools that we try to make available to our customers, the information we try to make available. I'll give you another example. About a month ago, I got a email from our system that said, "Hey, you've got high gas usage this month." So I called, you know, I got our gas folks to run out there and check my meter. Sure enough, there was a little bitty leak, you know, at my meter that was causing, you know, us to lose a little bit of gas. So if you're paying attention to all the information that's available to you as a customer, then you can do the small things that it takes to try to be as efficient as you can be. So I would just encourage our customers to pay attention to your usage at home. If you're not sure, pick up the phone, call 353-2222 and ask us. And if you're not sure, we'll send somebody out to help you figure it out. So this is, you know, this change in the season is a perfect time for you to change out your air conditioning filters and for you to do all your checks on all your major home equipment so that it's operating appropriately and safely. More than anything, you know, it's always good to check if you've got, especially if you've got gas heat. It's always good to check, you know, your gas heating equipment to make sure that it's running properly.
Thank you, everybody.